Welcome to this edition of Buncombe Live. Believe it or not, it's the Christmas shopping season and we're in it. If you haven't started, you're late. You need to get going. But we've got some tips for you today. We're out here in the middle of a shopping location, and I'm here with Corporal Ben Parker with Buncombe County Sheriff's Office Crime Prevention Office.
Right.
Correct? Okay, good. And we're going to give you some tips because we've learned that, it's a hard economic time. The times are bad for a lot of people, and if not for you, for others. And that means that crime is up. And they're telling some of the folks that are shop owners out here and in other places that crime could be up as much as 30%. And
right.
Are y'all seeing any of that? You seeing any?
Well, typically when you do have economic problems and the downfall, crime is going to go up. So, how far it'll go up, no one can predict human behavior. And so you just got to be aware all the time. Whether
ready.
You're in good economic times. That should never change, of your level of awareness. So,
But we want our folks to be, and we hear this, I've heard this year after year after year. Be careful. Watch your purchases. Don't do this, don't do that. But this year we're asking you. You need to have a good Christmas, a good holiday. Don't let it be ruined.
Right. And we want everyone to enjoy those holidays and that shopping time. So.
And if you start out with a habit of these practices we're going to talk about, and you do it all year long, then it'll never be a problem.
Right.
So while you're out shopping, just some tips that we talked about. Stay alert to your surroundings. What are some other things that you need to do?
Well, you don't want to be carrying large amounts of cash with you. Leaving your, large amounts, sums of cash at home. Just bring your credit cards, your ATMs with you, and checkbooks, if that's all you can pay with. But also documenting those credit card numbers, having all those stored safely at home, and how to contact the bank in case those were stolen or the numbers were, retrieved.
Be ready.
Be ready, even driving, being aware when you're driving, locking your doors, paying attention to where you're at, and not going alone. We typically want you to shop during the daylight hours, okay, for safety purposes. But if you have to shop at night, at least take someone with you.
And this is not just women.
It's men and women alike.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I know with pocketbooks, women that carry, sometimes the cross pocketbook is better. Keep it close to you. Zip it up.
Keep it zipped up and in front of you,
all the time.
And just watching, even in with the mall, don't be complacent to your surroundings. From the time you enter the parking lot, be aware of people around. Don't park next to like vans with tinted windows or trucks with big, camper things like that. Park as close to the building as you can in a well-lighted area. If it's at night. And once you're inside, still continue that level of awareness,
And when you get lots of purchases, when you have lots of bags, should you stop, take some of those to the car, lock them in the trunk and come back in, or should you just keep shopping until you're done?
Well, you don't want to overburden yourself with all these shopping bags. You need to make a couple runs back and forth to the vehicle and mix those up. Always have somebody with you. If you don't, mall security or store security will be more than happy to escort you to the car. And you don't want to leave those packages in the car visible. You want to lock them up in the trunk.
Something there you just said, I want to stop because I've never thought of this. If it gets late or any time of the day really, if you've got lots of packages and you don't feel safe going to the car for whatever reason, you can ask mall security or store security to help you.
Sure can.
I would have never thought of that.
And that's a service they provide.
Okay, that's good to know. I know that a lot of people, and this is a crime happening now, I know it's happening in this county, people leaving their pocketbooks in the car and those being stolen out of the car. People watching, you pop the trunk, put it in, people watching you, leaving it in the back seat to run in a store and run right back out. Should not do that.
No, and there's a couple things that go along with that. You don't want to leave your car idling, locked up, especially with children in it. You definitely don't want to leave your kids in the car. And, secure your pocketbook. Think ahead of time. Where are you going? Lay your route out. Put your purse concealed in the card where it can't be seen, or lock it up in the trunk before you get to your destination. That way nobody's watching to see what you do.
Because people are watching.
They are watching.
And they'll definitely be watching this year.
They're looking for those crimes of opportunity.
That's right. And you said never leave your car idling. You know, a lot of people go out in the morning, start their car, go back in the house.
Right.
Not smart.
No, not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. No. Okay. I know also something that when you're getting ready to go out to the car, have your keys ready.
Right.
Don't be fumbling in the pocketbook looking for them.
You know, most nowadays, your newer cars have the little key fobs on them.
Yeah.
You know, as you're approaching the car, I mean, you don't want to be well inside the store somewhere and then unlock it. You want to make sure you have, you know, side of your vehicle.
Yeah.
And having somebody with you. But, and unlock it on your way.
Unlock it on your way there. And then notice around you. And if you feel the least bit unsure, go back in.
Yeah, there's, you know, trust those instincts.
Right, trust those instincts. Now, another thing you've said is don't carry a lot of cash. That means I'm going to have to visit an ATM because if I need cash while I'm out, I'm going to use my ATM card anywhere.
Right.
But if I have to visit one, what are the safety features now during the holiday season and always that we should be thinking about?
Well, if it's a drive-up type teller, you know, go during the day. As much as you can. Make sure it's during daylight hours where there's still, you know, during business hours is preferred, where there's a lot of people, a lot of traffic, a lot of eyes looking around. But even in that situation, you still want to be aware of, you know, people lurking out to the side or just kind of hanging around. If you feel uncomfortable, go to another one or, you know, call law enforcement and say, you know, there's somebody kind of suspicious. I don't feel comfortable. Can you come check them out? Or just, you know, if it's a walk-up inside of a store or anything like that, same situation. Be aware of who's around. But no matter where you use this ATM, you want to make sure that you get in and out. You don't want to hang around. You want to shield your PIN numbers. You know, don't have those PIN numbers on the card or on a note. You know, written down on a sheet of paper. You know, a lot of people do that.
They do.
You know, we tend to forget.
Yeah.
Especially when we're distracted. So, you know, taking those extra precautions of making sure nobody's around, lurking over your shoulder. If it's a drive-up ATM and you have to go at night, if it's not lit up, I wouldn't use it. Just go somewhere else.
Right.
You know,
right. And have your transactions ready. Know what you're going to do when you walk up or drive up. You don't have to stand there a long time and think about it.
No, you don't want to walk up to the ATM, for an example, if it's inside a store, and start fumbling for it. Have it ready. And, you know, you do your transaction,
gone.
And don't stand there and count the money. You can always count it later. Make sure you take your receipts.
That was my tip that I have. Don't leave your receipt. How many times have I walked up to an ATM or a gas station where you pay with your card and there's receipts laying there of other people? So we should always take your receipt.
Yeah, because that, you know, it still shows a balance.
Right.
It may not have all your information, but it shows a balance. And if someone knows how much money you have in there, that's you know, it gives them motivation to pursue you.
And we don't think like them. So bad guys are thinking. They're smart. And they're going to be out there.
You got to stay a step ahead as much as you can.
Okay, so what are the top things that you would want our folks at home to know when they're out holiday shopping or shopping anytime, the top things that they should remember to keep them safe?
Right. You know, it starts at the home. So, you know, you want to have a plan, know where you're going, and make those during daylight hours as much as possible. And always have someone with you. Let someone know where you're going and when you plan to return.
And most people don't do that. You know, they say, I'm going to run out, and we don't tell anybody, and we really should.
Right. You know, and that's just another safety precaution that we do overlook a lot of times. Making sure your cell phone is fully charged, keeping that good charge on there. You know, just it's not just for, you know, the shopping purposes or anything like that, but, you know, we're obviously in the wintertime as well, and inclement weather can come up on us in a moment's notice. Also, when you get to where you're going, of course, we talked earlier about, you know, picking the right parking spot in a well-lit area. Also, walking with a purpose. You know, you want to make sure that if you are being watched, you're also being observant. You're making yourself a less likely target when you're being observant of your surroundings.
Right. And you know where you're going and where you're going. Now, what about kids?
if you know, and they're all, sometimes they're with us a lot of times, especially the smaller ones. You know, you just can't leave them at home. But make sure they stay with you. You know, don't let them wander off into other parts of the wherever you're at. Making sure and laying those rules down before you get to where you're going, and make sure these kids understand you're staying with me. Right. You're not going to be allowed to just have free reign.
No bathroom visits alone.
No bathroom visits alone. Period.
Absolutely.
You know, they're just going to have to hold it.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
Or you know,
or accompany them. Yeah.
Go with them.
Always.
You know, if they're appropriate age. I know sometimes it's hard, and everyone has, you know, different needs and things like that, but it can be worked out. So and have those plans already,
That's right.
You know, available to you. Have those things thought out well in advance.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now remember these tips. These are serious to have a good holiday, a good shopping experience. Don't let it get messed up. Follow these tips and stay tuned for more.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Take the first step and get free GED information in your area at 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or yourged.org. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.
Have you been thinking about moving to Western North Carolina but need to find a job first? Are you living in the area and looking for an exciting new career? Here's the chance you've been waiting for. The Homecoming Job Fair will take place Tuesday, December 28th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Biltmore Square Mall. Meet employers from manufacturing, healthcare, and other growth industries that are hiring now. For more information, call 250-4761.
There we go. Baby goes right here. I'm not sure that goes.
Listen, I know you're upset, but it was just one date. And dating's like the stock market. There's ups and downs and ups and so always buy low.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome back. We just were out at the mall and we were talking about crime prevention, and I think we covered it really well, but then we got to thinking maybe we need to show you what we're talking about. So we got Robin Michaelov, who works with you in crime prevention, to be the victim or the customer, the shopper, and we have reenacted some things. We're going to show you how not to do it. And we're going to play them and then we're going to talk about them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We had fun, didn't we?
We did. Okay. Had a good time.
Okay. Watch this. Okay, in this segment, Robin is going to her car in a way that she shouldn't be. Tell us, Ben, what's she doing wrong here?
Well, first of all, she didn't get her keys ready before she left the building, okay? Also, she's just loaded down with packages. As you can see, she was just, you know, both hands.
Not prepared. Let's say it had been dark. It had been dark. She would not have been prepared for anything.
No, she wasn't looking around. She wasn't aware. She didn't get no one to help her.
She put her stuff up on top of the car.
Yeah, when you've seen her do that, she's not looking around. Still doesn't, you know, she's just leaving her purse up there, placing the packages everywhere, and I haven't seen her look around yet.
No,
you know.
And people will be watching. So what she should have done, have her keys out, have a hand free, open that car door, put those packages in, and be safe where she's doing that.
Right. Just, you know, be prepared.
Right. Well, let's look at the next one. Let's look at how she put the packages in the car.
Okay.
Okay, here, she's just put them right in the back seat in clear view. What's wrong with that?
Well, you know, you're just anybody walking by or was watching you do this, and then you know, go back in the store. They know everything you've bought. And all they got to do is break the glass and take off with your packages. There's the purse right in the front seat. You know, it's just like a big advertisement. Take me.
Yeah, come get this. Come get this. And we talked too about even wrapped packages in your home. When you're putting them under the tree, don't advertise that.
No, you know, keep them out of view. Shut those blinds. You know, anybody walking by can look in and see. You know, and that's not just at holiday time. It's any time.
That's true.
You know, just don't leave that stuff out there on display.
Yeah, so even if it's just a random Saturday and you're shopping,
that's it. Conceal
those purchases. Okay, let's see what we do next.
Okay.
This one is a good one. Okay, here, we've been shopping for a while and we decided it's time to eat. Now, what are we doing wrong? We've put our stuff down and watch what happens.
Yep. Well, you lay everything down on the table, you're distracted. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of people in the mall, so you feel a little bit secure with your surroundings.
Yeah.
But you go ahead and you're right at the food court, obviously, and you know, you don't want to have your hands full, but both of you leave.
That's right.
And you leave everything there.
And we left
would-be bad guy took an opportunity and took off with the keys.
That's right.
Now, that poses a problem.
What's he got?
Most everybody now has the key fobs for their cars, remotely, or the horn. So all he has to do is go out in the parking lot, start hitting that thing till the horn goes off, and now he's got your vehicle.
Oh, man.
So and you're stuck at the mall.
Yeah,
with
and
no keys.
And if I'm off getting food, it's going to be quite a few minutes before I turn around and come back and go, uh-oh, and I might not even notice my key's gone.
Oh, yeah.
I might have thought I put them in my pocketbook.
Right.
And then when I get to my car that's probably gone by then.
Yeah, you're going to be out there wandering around where your car is.
Not good.
No, it's gone. So
always keep your
stuff
stuff
of mistakes.
With you.
Keep them with you. Or, you know, if you're shopping in pairs, you know, somebody stay at the table with your stuff while the other one goes and then switch off. You know, just some common sense stuff.
Don't get distracted.
Don't get excited. You know, the food's going to be there. Don't let no one else distract you. You know, no matter what happens in where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, stay focused.
Now this next segment we're going to show is great because we showed it. You and I talked a while ago and we talked about ATM machines and how to approach one and get money. And it's funny, I don't know if those at home noticed it or not, but we've shown this before. Let's talk about it here. Okay, Robin goes up to the ATM and she's fumbling to find her card and it was so fast, I don't know if they even saw it or not, but she's put her bags down and one of
the bad guy?
Thank you. Our bad guy came by and picked up one of her bags.
Right.
She is clueless.
Exactly.
The bag is gone. And it was so fast. If you weren't watching it, you didn't see it.
No. And, you know, he was watching. She laid all these packages down behind her, you know, off to the side as she steps up to the ATM. So she has no observation of what's going on around her at all. He just simply walks up, takes it away, and she's fumbling with the ATM card.
And will she even notice? She's had so many bags. We've talked about that. Don't get overloaded.
That's
will
right.
she even notice her bag is gone until she realizes, I bought something.
Right.
Where is it?
Exactly.
Oh, don't let that happen to you. Be careful. Be careful.
And, you know, as you're approaching this ATM, if you know ahead of time you're going to have to go and get some money, already have your card out and put the bags in front of you. You know, if you've got that many.
Right.
The main idea is not to be so overloaded.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you need to focus in to begin with.
Right.
Don't get so bogged down with all these packages.
And to be aware, there are those lurking, those watching, just for an opportunity.
That's it.
That's right.
That's what they do.
That's right. We're not making that up. They're out there, aren't they?
They are.
That's right.
I mean, it's you know, and especially the way things are today, they're going to be looking for any and all opportunities. And they'll take advantage of them and they're quick.
And that was quick. That's so quick, I bet people didn't even see it the first time.
That's right.
Okay, we're going to end here with one that I just enjoyed doing this one. This was fun to watch because I've done this. you just shopping, you're so into the moment. What can I get for this person? I'm just shopping, and you make the big mistake. Let's watch.
Okay.
Okay. She's just thinking jewelry here. Puts the pocketbook down. Now it's safe there, but then look what she does. Now, just...
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't be doing that a bit.
And there he goes. And it's gone.
Just that quick.
Just that quick.
She's still distracted.
Yeah, I'm not sure she even gets it yet that it's gone. Her keys, her money, her credit cards, her identity, it's all gone in just a minute. And I couldn't tell you a thing about him other than he just took her pocketbook. I couldn't identify him.
His jacket on, his face for the most part was concealed. The associate obviously didn't see him. She's got this display on top of the counter there, so her view was blocked. And and that's one thing that sales associates also need to kind of be looking out for their customers.
True.
And everybody, just looking out for each other. All shoppers, customers, associates, and she never leave your pocketbook somewhere without, even within reach.
That's right.
That's as far as it needs to be, and that's too far, in my opinion. It needs to be right there with you all the time, held in front of you. So
be aware, keep your stuff close, be alert, and you can have a good holiday season.
Yeah, because they want it to be enjoyable for you.
So I think we've played it out for people. They can see some things, mistakes not to make.
Right.
Be safe, be alert, and then they also need to prepare when they're out and about. And you and I are going to talk about that real quickly next. Things to keep in your car, just in case you get stuck somewhere while you're out, so that you're safe that way too. So stay tuned.
That's it.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
24,000 children die every day from preventable causes. My name is Liam Neeson, and I believe that number should be zero. Believe in zero.
Join the effort. Visit unicefusa.org.
We can all be energy savers. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Learn what you can do today at energy.gov/kids.
Welcome back. We're still talking Be Prepared. We've told you how to be safe while you're shopping. We've shown you some don't do's, some boo-boos. We had fun doing those.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going to show you just a really quick little car kit to keep in your car in the wintertime, which don't you think is a good idea?
Very good idea.
Okay. And a bonus, if you will email us or call us, we will send you one of these red bags. So you can go ahead and have the bag, and then all you have to do is fill it up and put it in your car. And we're going to show you what to go in the bag. This is just some suggestions that you should have in your car. We'll give you a bag for it to go into, and you should change this seasonally. So we're going to show you now a winter one. What to have in your car in the wintertime. Gloves, a toboggan, in case you get stranded. You don't want to freeze while you're having to walk somewhere. They tell you a flashlight, definitely, a lighter. I'm not exactly sure why. Matches, a lighter.
Well, maybe keeping a candle in the car as well, because you don't want to keep that car running.
That's right.
Because of carbon monoxide risk. So, keeping a candle there, you get a little bit of a glow, and it does produce a little bit of heat.
True.
But not enough, to keep you surviving.
Yeah.
But at least give you time.
Until you could get out somewhere. They say, like I said, some water, a granola bar, just a little something to eat, just so that you don't get really hungry, a blanket, a shovel, and this is my dirty, very dirty camping shovel, but that we do use it, some appropriate shoes. If it's wintertime, of course, snowshoes work great.
You want to keep your feet dry.
That's right. They say jumper cables. This little car kit right here we got at a local store. They're really inexpensive. There's no excuse not to have one. Those are great to put in your car. A first aid kit, just in case something goes wrong, you're going to need that. Again, like we said, a flashlight. And tell me about the flashlight. This one, of course, is a battery-powered flashlight, and they say keep it with extra batteries. But you were telling me about a different kind.
Well, they make some that you shake 20 or 30 times, and you'll get enough light off of it.
Okay.
For 20 minutes or so, and they also have the crank kind.
Yeah. So then you don't have to worry about batteries.
Right.
Okay. So most of these items that you see here, you can just take your bag that we're going to give you, go around your house, collect them, put them in the bag, put the bag in the car, and then you don't have to worry anymore.
And also, in addition to lighting, they make radios, all-weather radios that crank.
Oh, that would be a great thing to have.
Don't require no external power. So, you can listen, keep it with you. It's also have flashlight on it, and you've got the weather.
Another good thing to have with you, although I think most of us carry them with us, is our cell phone.
Keep them charged and keep them with you.
All the time.
Sure.
And this, of course, is a winter one. You can get caught in the snow. You can get caught in the mud. You can get caught out with a dead battery in the dark sometimes.
Right.
And just be careful. One thing we want to show you about this, you and I were talking about getting caught, in the car in the dark and then having to walk somewhere. This has got reflective panels.
Good feature.
So you can actually put it on like a backpack, and then somebody might be able to see you from the back if you're having to walk somewhere. So these are really handy.
Yeah, and paying attention to traffic and staying on the appropriate side of the road.
Right. Right. So
Keeping
just
it safe.
be prepared this winter. Get ready now. You can have a safe holiday, a safe trip somewhere. Anything you want to leave us with here as we finish up, Ben?
Just like when you're shopping, you want to travel safe. And, in addition, I would add maybe some baby wipes or the hand cleaner or something to keep on you. And, just being aware, having a plan.
That's exactly right. One thing, your bag will come with the list. So we will help you out by telling you what you need to put in your bag, and we just urge you to go ahead and do that. One thing I want to touch on as we finish is keeping your cars locked in your driveway. We've had recent breaking and enterings throughout the county, and crazy enough, it was actually cars in driveways.
In driveways, and people feel, well, it's in my driveway, nobody's going to mess with it. You got to lock it up. You got to conceal those valuables. Don't leave them in your cars. Even inside a locked garage.
Keep your car locked, even in a locked garage.
Even in a locked garage.
Okay, that protects your stuff and your identity and everything else.
Right.
So
don't make it easy for them.
That's exactly right. Make it difficult.
Right.
And then you'll have a great holiday season. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned next month for Buncombe Life.